Hi, everyone out there. Bernie Tully, Pittsburgh Attorney, 412-281-8700, trying to answer some of the coronavirus questions that we get or are getting. And I answered one the other day, and I didn't have many people throw rocks at me or stone me or call me and say don't ever do it again. So maybe we'll run with another one if it can provide some information to you. Here's a practical question about this coronavirus. What if you get coronavirus or a loved one gets coronavirus? You're a parent and your kid gets coronavirus. I hope it never happens, but if you do, or you're caring for your parents and they get coronavirus and you take off of work to care for them, can my boss fire me under those circumstances? And the answer is, dun, 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 it depends, of course. It's always like that in the law. It always depends. But if you work for a company with over 50 employees and you work over 1,200 hours a year, which shouldn't be that bad or that hard if you're full time, you would qualify under that Family Leave Medical Act, FMLA, I believe it's called, that you would get paid that way. And if you work for a company that has under 50 employees, you're again at the dilemma of Pennsylvania being an at-will employment state, which means the employer of yours, the boss, could fire you at any time as long as it's not for a discriminatory reason. But if there's some light here, if you happen to work in the city of Pittsburgh, they just passed a new law in March of this year that you get 1 hour of, I believe it's 1 hour of paid sick time for every 35 hours you work, basically every pay period, that you would get 1 hour accumulate, and you could use that. So I hope it helps you a little bit to answer some of these questions, which everybody's wrestling with and it's on everybody's mind. The good news is with that stimulus package, most employees are going to be covered because the government will bail out the employer for at least a 2-month period, 2.5 month period now, if they qualify for that, as long as they keep their employees. So I think you're covered in that regard, and I hope this helps a little bit. Bernie Tully, trying to help answer some of these questions because we're just in a time that I'm an old man. You can see I've never in my life had anything even closely remotely like this that we're all going through. And I've lived 67 years, so that's a long time, and nothing like this. I just hope everybody stays safe. Bernie Tully, and happy Easter.